In combat sports, confidence can make you a star, but arrogance can bring you crashing down.
He's having his moments, he's got him! He's got him!
That cocky grin and flashy showboating might look good, until reality punches back. In this video, fighters who thought they were untouchable learn a brutal lesson when karma shows up wearing boxing gloves. Sometimes, the sweetest knockout is the fall of the arrogant.
Misses with his right hand and works, and there's the hook again, and he
advantage. There it goes. That should do it.
British rivals Chris Eubank Jr. and Liam Smith finally met in January 2023. During the build-up, Eubank showed little respect for Smith and took every chance to talk down on him, acting like the result was already decided.
Yourselves at all times. Touch gloves.
the check counter hooks are coming in lovely. Smith goes down,
Nice uppercut from Eubank on the inside.
He looks for that uppercut, and he's finding some decent shots.
The fight itself was fairly even, with both men having their moments.
From Eubank at the start of the round, just committed to that, got his feet close, and now he's a distance.
Too confident here. Oh, good shots.
From Eubank to the body. Looks for the uppercut.
Too much momentum, he needs to fire back. No, he's very much in defense mode here. He's not even throwing that.
Too long. But Eubank going to work at the start of the round. Right hand landed. Eubank again just finding a home for that right hand. Smith back top to the ropes. It's just weaving one way, then the other. But he's got to up on the way in, and Eubank is meeting him.
But in round 4, the underrated Smith landed a clean shot that caught Eubank perfectly and sent him crashing to the canvas. Willie Hutchinson walked into the ring like a man on a mission, talking big, moving slick, and acting like the next superstar out of Scotland. The guy was so confident, you'd think the championship belts were already hanging in his living room.
Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves.
Been looking forward to this one, Richie. Let's give one jot about that. Optimise that.
And vice versa, Willie Hutchinson.
And to be fair, in the early rounds he actually looked pretty sharp.
Contest did, yeah, he's a lot less.
He doesn't get involved too much, so I think he'll be somebody.
There's no other game, isn't it, for someone like Len Clark?
Points as much as
a little bit too long here, John, to work away. Got to use his jab a lot more.
Oh, good work from Hutchinson, thrown with some power. Sharp punch.
But Clark was out there eating those flashy punches like free samples at a grocery store. He just kept marching forward, completely unfazed.
Way through the last round.
Really close one again, and Clark's had a good fair share of it.
Yeah, he's had a decent round. Greasy, so,
but I don't think it's that much of a...
Then, in round 5, Clark decided the warm-up was over. He launched a punch so heavy, it instantly deleted Hutchinson's confidence, along with a good portion of his balance.
Set it up, and the man from Hale's Owen is having his moments. He's got him. He's got some trouble here. Bob Williams taking a look at him. He stopped him. He stopped him. Huge upset from Clark. Hutchinson at it up, and the man from Hale's Owen is having his moments. He's got him. His feet, and now congratulating Lennox.
Lennox Dangerous Clark.
Jorge Luis Gonzalez strutted into the ring that night, acting like he'd already written Riddick Bowe's retirement speech. During the build-up, he just wouldn't stop talking, calling Bowe soft, stupid, and promising to end his career. The man sounded like he'd already won the fight. He just forgot the small detail of actually fighting first.
Hey, just a minute, put your hands down.
They begin round 1.
But once the bell rang, reality arrived, and it hit about as hard as Bowe's right hand.
23 pro fights, and he'll see something entirely different.
Throws short punches. He doesn't take it
style could really operate to Gonzalez's advantage. Hard right hand by Bowe.
According to Jorge Luis Gonzalez, whoever knocked him down, but he's on the verge of going.
From round one, Bo treated Gonzalez like a loud alarm clock that needed to be shut off immediately.
A rough first.
Don't stand up there and make him think about throwing a good shot. He's weathered the storm. His jab is working now.
Back to the jab. It's God's gift to you. Inviting Bo to come in.
Every punch felt like a response to weeks of trash talk, and Gonzalez's cocky smile slowly faded into the expression of a man reconsidering all his life choices.
Bo is doing an excellent job of spinning.
There's blood coming from Gonzalez.
He's smelling it.
But if he doesn't finish,
He didn't live in the punishment. It's hard to turn him out.
good straight left hand. Now Gonzalez.
And that's coming from the heavyweight champion.
By round 6, the arrogance had been completely punched out of him. Bo trapped the big talker in the corner, launched a vicious right hand, and folded Gonzalez like a cheap lawn chair at a backyard barbecue.
Big advantage.
Another right
There it goes. That's
Too many easy opponents. He was getting careless.
Riddick, Big Daddy Bo!
After months of trash talk, bitter rivals Alex Hernan and Andrei Mikhailovich finally clashed in June 2021. The tension boiled over at the press conference, setting the stage for a showdown full of sparks.
Obey them all the time. Touch gloves and let's get it on, boy.
Punched in the stomach at the touching of gloves.
Just before the fight began, Hernan landed a cheap shot, but Mikhailovich stayed ice cold, showing zero reaction.
Stay away. 1, 2, and 3. Early in this one. And Hannon just stayed up.
Mikhailovich then took control, delivering a boxing masterclass with sharp, punishing precision.
Looks recovered, does Hannon. There's a shot again. And the left hook again. And Hannon.
Nice left hook.
Really nice shot from Hannon. Mikhailovich needs to get underneath and looking at.
By round 2, Hernan was forced to his knees. He got up, only to hit the canvas again moments later.
Good hook there from Mikhailovich and down. It was his shot in the first round. And
The valiant challenger tried to rise once more, but Mikhailovich was unstoppable, ending the fight decisively in the second round.
misses with his right hand and works, and there's the hook again, and he goes again.
45 seconds to
And he
finish it.
takes another shot, and more. And here they come, and there's the stoppage. There was bad blood. But for the Russian Kiwi.
Red corner, Andre, the Renegade, Mikhailovich!
Jason King Solomon swaggered into the cage like he was strolling down a VIP red carpet. He had the confidence of a movie star, grinning, waving, and soaking up the cheers like he owned the entire arena. Undefeated at 4-0, he looked more like a headline act than a fighter. On the opposite side, Amitesh Chaubey stood silent and steady, built like a man who came to crush fairy tales.
Jason Ramesh Solomon representing the delegate for the welterweight. Oh! He's hurt! He's hurt! He's hurt! He's hurt! He's out! Amitesh!
Chaubey unleashed a right hand so sharp it could have been a science experiment. Solomon's crown flew off, and the so-called king dropped like someone yanked his throne out from under him.
Amitesh Chaubey. All it took was one crisp right hand.
Your winner by knockout in 9 seconds of the first round, Amitesh Chaubey!
This classic showdown saw British star Nassim Hamed face Mexico's Marco Antonio Barrera for the lineal featherweight championship. Hamed made an extravagant ring entrance that went on for several minutes, drawing all eyes to his flair.
Touch him up. Head-on collision of two modern boxing supers.
Once the fight started, Hamed quickly realized his unorthodox style was ineffective against Barrera, who landed clean shots and smartly circled away.
Don't hurt. Barrera's not going to worry. 3 more. He's in. shots.
Look for the rocket launcher, Hamed. Missed. And look at that. Oh, just to tilt the balance. Oh, another left hook. Again, he looks for that right hook, almost like a cobra waiting to strike, but he's got it.
Despite struggling to land meaningful offense, Hamed began showboating, but his taunts only earned him more punishment.
Well, just as it should be here.
Barrera pulling away off.
And there's another. No cut that I can see. Oh, lovely shot. Trying to feint to set up the top.
Barrera outboxed and outclassed Hamed, winning by unanimous decision and handing him the only defeat of his career.
We'll get the final bell at any moment. It was terrific stuff, but the ball not here.
Good fight. He boxed the head of Hamed.
Marco Antonio Barrera.
Roy Jones Jr. is without a doubt one of the best fighters of his era. But before his second showdown with Antonio Tarver, Jones spent plenty of time trash-talking and showing off. He had won a close decision in their first fight, but many noticed his speed, and reflexes weren't what they used to be.
Let's not ask questions like that. Let's touch gloves and go to work. Let's go to work.
Emmanuel, you seen that before?
I love it. No, I've never saw it.
Tarver.
Neither man wants to go first.
You have to remember that what
Jones came out swinging in round one, with Tarver taking a measured approach, waiting for the perfect moment to strike.
Now they're fighting in the center of the ring.
At this weight, there's never been hands-ups.
But he hasn't really been able to.
Jones pressed the action in round two, but the fight ended suddenly when Tarver landed a crushing counterpunch midway through the round, abruptly changing the outcome.
Sustained attack against him.
And down goes Jones. Get up, and he makes it up. It's amazing. What a statement by him. And down goes Jones on a hardwood pan, and that is the most that Roy Jones has ever been hurt.
In September 2022, Petr Romankovic stepped in to face Brazilian MMA giant Zuluzinho.
My command. Touch gloves if you want.
Но ни в коем случае нельзя его, ни в коем.
Zuluzinho tried to use his enormous size to intimidate Romankovic, but the fearless fighter looked completely unimpressed, like a guy who just saw a big problem and decided, yeah, I'll kick that.
Тем более, что и возраст приличный у ветерана из Бразилии. Центр октагона, которому достаточно.
When Zuluzinho realized Romankovic wasn't scared at all, he started showboating, trying to clown around and force a mistake.
Раз тревожит многих.
ММА, когда это было тихонько делать центр октагона.
Но он сейчас идет прямо в борьбу. Это классический вариант, но тем не менее всегда в таких моментах кажется, что.
Then, with just seconds left in the first round, Romankovic suddenly launched a brutal kick out of nowhere and followed it with a quick combo that sent Zuluzinho crashing to the canvas.
В самой концовке ответ в исполнении Петра попадает, упал лицом вперед, это глубочайший нокаут на самом деле.
Alan Babic strutted into the ring like a man possessed, yelling, flexing, and promising the crowd a savage performance. After all, the guy literally calls himself the Savage. The mission was simple: crush Lucas Rozansky and walk out with that shiny new WBC Bridgerweight belt. But karma must have grabbed a front row seat that night, because the Savage ended up getting savagely humbled. The second the bell rang, Rozansky didn't waste a single moment. He rushed Babic like someone trying to finish the fight before the snacks even arrived. Babic got back up looking like a man who just realized his phone battery died at 1%. The referee had seen enough. Babic promised the world a savage performance, and he delivered one, just unfortunately not from his side. Which moment shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing boxing moments.